Welcome back to Cinemasaurus Rex. I'm Rocket and it's your favourite bastard time of the week where we talk about Godzilla, and it's Godzilla versus Megaguirus this week. And we have a doozy for you. Well, let's kick off things with 1954 because that's where this film starts. Although instead of showing you original footage from Godzilla 1954, what they do is they get the current suit that they're using now, put a black and white filter on and say, look, this is what happened in 1954, but it didn't, did it? So they're showing Godzilla, saying, oh no, kind of going through the history of it. Then we go to 1966, so this is what, Son of Godzilla time, around there. So, and remember, Godzilla was looking after the egg was going mistreated, so where was Godzilla whilst that egg was there? Well, we find out Godzilla was destroying the shit out of Osaka. He was laying it in Osaka, trying to get some nuclear energy from this new building that had just been built. So, and now we then jump forward to 1996. Now this is just after Godzilla's died after the hands of Destroyer, a year later, where he got infused into his son. So, and then it was his son, which is, we call him. So Godzilla is then destroying Japan again in 1996. And then we go to nowadays, where they're developing this new weapon, the super black hole gun. Well, they don't call it that, but that's what it is. So basically they can shoot a black hole, the black hole will swallow Godzilla, and poof, he's gone. Poof, just like that. So we need to test it out first, don't we? So we test it out, we go to this building, like this big house, and I'll get ready, fire this black hole at the house, swallows up the house, and poof, gone. Says, oh, will there be any side effects, any lasting effects? I mean, creating a black hole is one thing, but what happens when you just unleash one? Should be alright, shouldn't it? Probably all good. So it doesn't really work like that because there is a side effect where there's this little floating nothingness what you can just about see, and something kind of flies through, lays an egg, and fucks off. So this little boy who's walking through the woods in the middle of the night, as you do, he sees this egg. He's like, hey, what's this? Probably should report this mystical egg. Nah, what I'll do is I'll put it in a cardboard box. And he does, he puts it in his box, and then his family moves to Tokyo. Overnight, must be. And then we look at the box and it's starting to leak, and he's like, oh friggin' hell, I know I've stolen an egg, but I don't want to leak an egg. So he tries putting it in a carrier bag, get rid of it, and then this woman goes, oh, don't leave your rubbish out there. That's fly tipping, that cock. I'll get council around euros quicker than you can say shit. Because that's what it'll be. It'll be shit for you. You'll be back to Osaka. Don't you fly tip, you little bastard. Now go put that somewhere else. So he goes off with the egg, and he finds a sewer. He puts it down there. He goes, oh fuck it. The egg hatches, and then it's kind of like a horror film then, because it's like this couple are kind of walking in the thing, and it's all this like camera work like a horror film, and then this little insect thing comes, just stabs, eats, kills, whatever it does, spits stuff in the face, clings to a wall, then all its skin starts to fall out, and it starts to develop wings, and then it flies off and whoosh, starts flying around Tokyo. We cut to our G team now. They're looking for this giant bug thing, and then they found this carcass floating in the water. And it's like, well, what happened here? Well, Godzilla had a fight with him and killed him, obviously. Probably that's what happened, that's my guess. Look, it's on the screen here, look, that's proof. I saw some fire, it must have been. Well, this Megalodon laid thousands of eggs anyway, before he died. So, Godzilla gets lured to this island where they can fire a black hole at him. Apart from all these eggs, they've now hatched, and now there's a big swarm of them. And they all swarm after Godzilla, not too sure why. Probably to feed off his nuclear energy or some shit. So they start sticking all over Godzilla, start stabbing him. Godzilla's like, fuck off, will ya? Fires his atomic breath, gets as many as he can. And then they're like, well, we were just trying to get rid of Godzilla, but there's loads of bugs, we'll just get them as well. They fire a black hole gun, and they miss. I don't know how they miss. I mean, I don't know how big the radius of a black hole gun is, or what kind of capacity it fires. Godzilla's pretty big, but they miss. They fire next to him or something, and Godzilla gets covered in shit, so he just kind of stands up. The swarm, what's left of them, because it killed quite a lot of the swarm, they start fucking off, because they've been feeding on Godzilla now. They can do what they want, they can fuck off. And Godzilla's like, I'm going to win after them. So Godzilla pursues the swarm of Megalodons. So a swarm go to where the carcass of the Megaguirus is, and they start pumping him full of shit. I'm presuming the atomic shit they stole from Godzilla. Science. So they pump him full of atomic shit. It revives him, obviously, and then he comes back from the dead, and he's now Megaguirus. And I have to say, let's just go on the special effects for a moment. The special effects, considering this is only 1 year after Godzilla 2000, they've improved quite a lot. They actually look, I mean, this, you know, they're dated. I mean, you're watching it now, and obviously you can see. But considering it's only a year after Godzilla 2000, much improvement. Good job, lads. Good job. So we'll get Godzilla versus Megaguirus. Now Megaguirus comes swiping at Godzilla, takes him down, circles around as Godzilla gets up, knocks him down again. Goes for the hat-trick, goes for the three amigos, but Godzilla tries firing his atomic breath. Megaguirus dodges it. Megaguirus has got a massive speed advantage here. He's just dodging and stuff. And Godzilla just way too slow. It's like a cruiserweight versus a super heavyweight. It's just the timing. It's just way off. Godzilla just too slow for this one. Megaguirus swarming around. Godzilla can't hit him. Megaguirus then gets in front of him, stabs him in the stomach with his stinger, and then starts clobbering him in the head. And Godzilla, he goes for the atomic breath. He won't go for it, just fire it, because Megaguirus is right there in his face. As he's doing that, as all the radiation's coming up his back and about to come out of his mouth, Megaguirus got the stinger in the stomach, absorbs all the energy, takes it off. So as Godzilla goes to fire it, nothing happens because all the energy is being absorbed into Megaguirus. And that happens a second time, so Megaguirus has now got all this atomic energy stored up. And then he lets loose a big fireball of his own, just straight into Godzilla, taking him out. He also puts him through a building, drops the top of a building onto his head. He's doing quite a number on him. But Godzilla manages to turn things around when he somehow dodges one of Megaguirus' attack. He kind of ducks, and Godzilla's back slices off one of Megaguirus' hands. And Megaguirus is down for a second as he does, and Godzilla climbs up to the turnbuckle, goes for the ultimate splash, the big body splash. He goes, ah! Jumps onto Megaguirus, pounding him down. Megaguirus gets up, stabs him again, starts clobbering him in the face, all this stuff. Lets go, goes to circle around, he wants to stab him in the face. This time he circles around, he goes flying into Godzilla, gets the stinger, he's about to stab him in the face. Then we get some awkward slow motion. It's definitely no Matrix when it comes to Japanese slow motion filming techniques. Weren't quite on par with America. Godzilla catches the stinger in his mouth, bites it off clean. Megaguirus shits himself. Godzilla unleashes atomic breath right at him, sets him on fire, starts blowing him up, and before Megaguirus can hit the ground, Godzilla again fires at him, completely blowing him up. So Godzilla, still your heavyweight champion. He's just not for losing a one-on-one situation, is he? He's never lost in a one-on-one situation. He's quite a fighter, is Big G. But that's not where the film ends, because we've still got a black hole to fire at the bastard. So, they target him with a black hole. They fire at him. Godzilla looks up, he fires his atomic breath at the black hole. This massive explosion happens, blows shit up, everything's going everywhere. And then when everything's cleared up, Godzilla's not there. Godzilla disappeared, and we're like, yeah, celebrating. Good stuff, men, good stuff, everybody. Well done, we've got rid of Godzilla. Or have we? Because literally the scene after that, we this woman going, oh, what's this report here? Is it Godzilla? We just don't know. Then the credits come down. After the scene credits, this little boy who's obsessed with bugs, he's going through his little bug collection, and then we hear Godzilla roaring, confirming Godzilla didn't get defeated by the black hole. So Godzilla even had a fight with a black hole and won. Now, who can say he had a fight with a black hole and won? Not many people. So, can I recommend the film? You know what, I'm going to say yeah for this one. So next week we've got Godzilla, Mothra and King Ghidorah, giant monsters all out attack. Not to be confused with Godzilla, all monsters attack, which is the one that's aka Godzilla's Revenge from the Showa era. So next week, Godzilla, title on the line again, Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, giant monsters all out attack.